With fall being the season of gratitude, now is a great time for us to create some handmade gifts of gratitude to show our appreciation to our service workers, co-workers, friends and family, as well as our neighbors. Stay tuned and I'll show you how I made this cute little fall favor. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, The Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. Now, this little fall favor that I have made, a little gift of gratitude, if you will, was made out of a simple 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Now, I'm going to show you what's on the inside, and you can determine what you want to put inside of it. But I'm going to show you what's on the inside and give you the dimensions of it. So that little belly band is just simple die cuts from our Autumn's Breeze kits, the Crafty Trinity. So I think that is Sonia's. This is Felicia's, so we're baking and crafting meats. And I actually just added a sticker here from the Dollar Tree. And this paper back here is from my kit. Now on the inside, it's a cute little treat. We've got the Swiss Miss salted caramel hot cocoa mix. And then we've got a Walker's shortbread. It's two little cookies on the inside. So the dimensions of this is 7/8 inches tall by 6 1/4 inches long by 3 1/2. It's approximately 3 1/2, if not 3 1/4, a little over 3 1/4. And so these little treats fit in here very neatly. And then on the side is a little cutout, you know, to make it easier to open this. Now, let me say this. You may not have these available to you, and you may want to use something else to create a little gift box. But let me show you the key to creating the box, all right? Now, here is my template. The template shows you it's 7/8 inches here, all right? From here to here, it's 9 1/4. From here to here, it's 8 inches. The most important thing you need to know is however thick your favor is, an eighth of an inch, add an eighth of an inch to that, and that is what you need to have on these sides here. So 7/8, 7/8, 7/8. This is 7/8, okay, because that's how thick the cookies are, and the cookies are actually thicker than the hot cocoa. All right, so let's just say you had something that was 3 inches. This would have to be 3 inches, this would have to be 3 inches, and this have to be 3 inches, as well as the top and the bottom, because all of these are going to be folded and scored and so on and so forth. So let's just walk through what that looks like. Let me raise this back up. All right, so we have one 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Now, one thing I will say is that to make this easier on you, if you have double-sided cardstock, which is typically thicker, grab that instead, because the piece of paper that is left over, the end piece that's left over, you can use as a belly band. Now, this one I used when I was making the template. I created one out of white cardstock, so I just took the scrap piece of that and used some of the Bakers and Crafters alcohol spray and made it a different color, a contrasting color. But if it was double-sided, I would have just been able to use that scrap piece to create the band from there. Now, moving right along. So, according to the template, this to here needs to be 9 1/4. So that's what we'll cut. 9 1/4. 1/4. All right. Just make sure we're correct there. 9 1/4. So this is the piece that you would have left over. And this would easily serve as a belly band. All right. Now from here we score. And that's 7/8, 4 1/4, 5 1/8, and 8 3/8. 8 3/8 right there. Right? So that is where we'll score. So I'll score that and I'll come right back. So also, once you flip it this way, you need to 7/8 on this end, 7/8 on that end. Got it? All right. Be right back with that done. Now you just fold all your sides. Now remember, if you have solid colored cardstock, or you don't want to press too hard with your scoring tool, because sometimes it'll expose or tear your paper, and especially if it's a solid, it'll be very, very evident. So at this point, what we do is each place where you see the cuts, there's a cut here, a cut here, a cut here, there's a cut, a triangular cut, because you're going to cut into all of these around here, but you need to cut a little bit of, miter this in, cut that in as well, so that it leaves room for the box to open and close without any interference. Cutting here, cutting there. So you're going to cut out this corner, but then you're going to cut in a little bit more right there. And then you'll do the same to the opposite side. So I'm going to just going to show you. So taking this format, we are going to cut. Let's just cut all the way across. Okay. And it's important to kind of have your template so you don't end up cutting the wrong side. Okay, so here we're going to cut off that edge. Here we're going to cut off a triangle, if you will, giving both sides room to open and close. And then lastly, we're going to cut off this complete corner with a little bit of an angle. This is really simple, just so you know. All right, so we pretty much have the template. I'm going to do the other side and I'll come right back. All right, so now that we have everything scored, cut, folded, now we can go ahead and construct the box. Now you have one of two choices, just depends on what your time's looking like. You can use a tacky glue, which will hold. It'll just take a little longer for you to do each edge without it slipping out of place. Or you can use your double-sided tape. I'm going to use the double-sided tape because why not? So essentially, we're going to tape both of these sides because they're going to go up like this, and this is going to go like so. Okay? And we'll do the same for this side. So let's just pull those in, get those ready. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of double-sided, run it you got to be a magician to kind of work all the magic here. All right, so I'm just burnishing that in place so I can lift it up with ease, which you know that's not going to happen, not if the camera's rolling. All right, so we just turn this up, and this is a flat edge, so it should be able to rest on the paper, okay, to hold the box firm. Okay. Press in place. Burnish that down. And we do the same for the opposite side. Probably a little easier to do before you actually glue everything together. And I'm just going to eyeball it because I can. All right. It's off center, but who cares? All right. So now we have the box. And you're able to tuck the sides in like so. Now from here, what you want to do is create your belly band. So because I am going to make a masculine themed one, I'm just going to use some cardstock that I have on hand from another project. Actually, I'm just going to fold this like this. You don't want it so tight that it makes it difficult to pull it on and pull it off. You can measure and do this part, but you can also improvise and kind of eyeball it like I'm doing it right now. So I'm just taking it, wrapping it around, and pinching it just a little bit so as not to bend in my box. And then I am creating a crease here for it. All right, good enough. And so I'm going to take some, well, first off, I'm going to cut this down so we don't need all of that. I'm going to join these together back here. And I will do that with a little bit of, where's that going? Right there. That's good enough. And a little bit of glue. Or if you only have tacky glue, that's fine too. It's okay if it's crooked in the back. We'll cut it down once it dries. Okay. So that's what we end up with. And again, this is going to be a masculine one. So what I would like to do is pull out some, let's see, there we go. And I actually also want to put a, all right, pull that belly band off so that it doesn't get stuck with glue somewhere. All right, scrap paper from the kit. All right, so I have found, this is actually from the add-on kit. It's also available in the Etsy shop now, or it will be with this weekend. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to, what do we got? Okay. That's good. And then we'll cut, tear. If I don't have to measure, I'm not going to. Yep, good enough. All right, I'm going to flip this over like so and lay it down so that I can glue this on here. Okay, so at this point is where I pull from the clusters that I have, that I've just pulled for this kit. Any ones that I can quickly add, easily add. That's a little too dark. Let's see if I've got anything else in addition to some journaling cards. So, actually, I like this one. And then we got the word tiles that comes from the kit as well. And then you just add that to there, like so, and you've got yourself a hit for the fellas. All right. Now the last step is just to add our goodies. Close it up. No tape is even needed. Slip that belly band back on. Make sure it's dry. Mine is not. Mine is not. So I'm trying to be as delicate as can be. And you have yourself a fall gratitude gift. It's a fall favor. All right. So there you have it. Listen, I hope this has inspired you to go on ahead, and if you don't already have the kit, visit any of the 3 shops below to purchase your very own set. And if you are not in the position to purchase one of these kits, the Autumn Breeze digital downloads, then pull through what you have. Go through your magazines, print something offline, and add a little cocoa and a treat to one of these fall boxes. And, you know, remember your news, your mail carriers, your doctors at the doctor's offices, you know, your eye care centers, the people at the checkout at your local stores, the thrift stores that we visit all the time. These are the people that make our lives easier or better, or just add a little something to them. So, you know, in appreciation for all that they do and their work, you know, these are great ways to say thank you. Now, with that being said, I hope if you are not currently a subscriber and you're still here, that you will go ahead and click that subscribe button, because I would love to have you as a part of our creative community here in the Lovely Lab. And for those who are current subscribers, thanks so much for hanging in there, as well as your feedback, your comments, for sharing my content in your creative spaces. And with that being said, until we're back here together on Patreon and YouTube, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.